What we do is help low-income people, particularly hardworking immigrants, develop their full economic potential. My name is José Quiñonez, and I'm the CEO of the Mission Asset Fund. In America, about 7% of U.S. households have access to a checking account or a savings account. So they're completely outside of the financial mainstream. Not having a credit report, it really is an impediment for active participation in our economy. Because we use that report for so many different things. Landlords look at credit reports to actually determine who to rent for. And even some employers actually look at people's credit reports to determine who they're going to hire. So when we started our work at the Mission Asset Fund, the conventional wisdom was that we needed to sort of provide more financial classes to people. The idea that, that they were just financially illiterate. We actually saw that they were actually very financially savvy. We saw that they were actually doing a lot of great things that was not being recognized by the financial system. One of the things that we noticed that people were doing was that people were coming together and lending and borrowing money with each other. And so what we did was take that activity, formalize it in such a way that we can make it recognizable to the financial systems. And the way we did that is through lending circles. In our lending circle program, you may have a group of 10 people. They'll come together in what we call a lending circle formation session. And in that session, they have to be there in person. They have to see each other eye to eye, because that's when people kind of get a sense of buy-in, the sense of this is my decision, this is my product, this is my community. And then once they decide on how much the loan's going to be about, they also have to decide on who's going to take the money first.
Participado en más de un lending circle.
What we do is sort of record all of that information, and then we service those loans and service the process on the back end. That essentially transform this informal practice something that is formal, where we can actually then report that to the credit bureaus. And then those prepayments are actually appearing in the credit scores. And that's actually improving their credit history, their credit score. And through that, they actually are able to access other credit at much more cheaper rates. The success of lending circles really boils down to this one number, which is our default rate. It's 0.7%. And that means that 99.3% of people actually follow through with the commitments of paying back their loan. I came to this country when I was 9, with really nothing, by my family. And so I've known what it's like to live in the shadows, live on the margins of society. Every time I see one of our clients that really benefited from our work, it lights me up with joy to sort of see them grow and have their dreams become a reality. We really are trying to demonstrate that there's a much better way of working with low-income communities.